Hey everyone, Carnage back here again. So, if you already read the title, you know what's going on. You know what I'm doing. But, in case you didn't read the title and you just saw Security Breach and you're like, hold on, there's a little messed up. All like, oh, I just want to watch a Security Breach plushie video. Then yeah. Also, sorry for the lack of uploads. I'm working on a Halloween special. And it's just taking a lot of time. And I want to wait closer to Halloween anyways. So I'll try to get like maybe a little short something out. But anyways, real quick, first of all, I said in my review that this was the most accurate plushie, but I forgot to say that I love Vanny. Like, Vanny's the most adorable thing. Like, look at that face, and look, what if you do this to the ears? Look how adorable that face is. I didn't say this, but Vanny's literally one of my favorites. She is the most adorable plushie that I think Funko's ever made. And since this says my own versions, I ordered a copy of each one. Ignore that. My plushies are not exactly stacked over there. I have them stacked off screen. I made game accurate versions of every single Security Breach plushie. Hold on. There. So we're going to be reviewing these guys and comparing them to the ones I have that are normal. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Let's go ahead and start off with Vanny. First of all, this was probably the easiest to do. I did a cut of mouth, and then I just hot glued the mouth on, and I hot glued the teeth and that and the whiskers. But I think this is still adorable. Come on. How could you not think this face is adorable? Other than that, I'm pretty happy with what Funko did with the rest of the body, but if they added a smile, just look at this. It's so precious. Look how precious this is. And look at those ears. Oh, I don't know what it is, but Vanny's the cutest plushie to me. Like, it's the cutest plushie. Anyways, so basically I give this as one of my favorite ones that I made, because even though it's simple, you can tell the difference between this one and this one. Like, you can tell that this one's happy, because Vanny, most of the plushies just have like a blank expression, but you can tell that this Vanny is just so happy. And I think, even though, like I said, it's a simple thing, but I think it's the simplest and smallest details that can make big changes. Now, next up is Roxanne. Roxanne, I didn't have to do that much. Now, if you do watch Masa777, which I watch him. He's a very good plush tuber. Go check him out. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. I think that he was right about the changes to the Security Breach characters, but I couldn't do some of them because he edited them and didn't actually make them, like new versions. But I'd say that I did pretty well with Roxanne. I mean, it's basic, shoulder pads. I added their shoulder pads in. And, of course, the earrings, the two different colored earrings, and the lips. I think I'm going to hot glue this down, though, because I think I might, like, hot glue, like, the base of this green part down. And also, I haven't made her tail yet. I'm going to make her tail. I am going to make her tail. I'm going to make a tail for her. But, that's going to take some time. No, I said in the Security Breach plush review, Glamrock Chica was one of the most accurate ones. Now she is the most accurate one. Like I said, most of these were easy. So, this is, like I said, this wasn't that hard. The only thing, some of them had a few different things, but they weren't really that hard. Now, I gotta say my least favorite part about this, where I did it, were the earrings. They should be bigger, but you see, I have different colored felt of green, different textures, different colors, and there wasn't that much I was worried about, cutting out too big a piece and then not being able to cut an exact replica of that piece. But still, this is one of my favorite ones. I'd say I'm very proud of this one. I'm very proud of all these plushies, but there are some that just take the cake in my opinion. Next up is Montgomery Gator, and real quick, I'm just realizing this. You see how his belt right there is kind of supposed to have, like, spikes? This is supposed to have spikes, and the sun's already coming out. Sorry, it's cloudy outside, and I turned on my lamp over there to make it brighter, and now the sun's like, oh, I'm gonna come out! So just ignore the lighting change. But I just realized I didn't put spikes right here, because it's supposed to have spikes. I just realized that. But other than that, I'm still, like I said, most of these were easy. Like, for example, I just put the wrist things. I missed the spikes. I'm going to fix the spikes and add Roxanne's tail on a later date. But anyways, I also had the shoulder pads, like I said. I'd say this color, this purple, matches perfectly with this purple. So I'm very glad I had that. Also, like I said before, most of these were easy, but I really think they made them look like a whole lot better. Like, seriously, like I said, these are tiny changes, but Funko, if you didn't do them, I'm sure you had a good reason, but I really think that they look, if you put in these tiny little details, they would look so much better, and they would have sold a lot more. Now, this is the one I do the most work for, because, as you can see, I had to do his lip, but I'm still pretty proud of this one, because I think he's the most accurate-looking one, like, game-wise. He has his bracelets, his shoulder pads, he's got his lipstick, I think it's lipstick, I think that's what it's called. I'm not a big 80s person, so I wouldn't know if that's actually, like, lipstick, like, that's what it'd be considered. Got his one earring and his hat. I can understand why they didn't do a lot of things, like, they could have at least, like, printed the lip like they did this, and at least, I mean, they did Toy Freddy, and Toy Freddy has a red band, so why didn't they do a blue band? Come on. But, like I said, I'm sure Funko's doing their best. There's my opinion of these guys. But, I'm going to go and tell you something. Like I told you last video, go to Funko.com and then type in FNAF. And then you can find these guys, but they're running a little offer. I'm not sure if it's, like, a permanent thing. But, when I bought all of these guys, it was, if you make a purchase over $50, free shipping. Now, as you guys know, I bought Bonnie and Chica for the originals, but I bet you're wondering, and I actually did the same thing for these guys, so I bet you're wondering, who did I buy? Well, wait, hold on just a second, and I'll show you. I would edit an angelic choir music, but I'm not going to. Behold, Foxy and this thing. And if you don't know why I'm calling it this thing, well, I'm going to explain that to you real quick. But first, I'm going to review Foxy. Then when I review this character, I'm going to explain why. So, Foxy looks pretty good. I love Foxy, like he's a personal favorite character. But then again, whose favorite isn't a variation of Foxy? But I really love how it looks like the original, like I said, but there's like one different thing. I think the original plushie, the Foxy plushie, has like a yellow tooth and it's a little like thicker than this. Like you can tell that this one's smaller than that one. But hey, it still looks pretty good. And like most Foxies that you can lift the eye patch up on. No hi. Which I always found that kind of scary. Because you can like do this and it's like totally terrifying. I understand that they wouldn't put an eye or a black spot because, you know, if he had a missing eye, that'd be a little more scary, and I think Funko just wants to make plushies. They don't want to make them, like, scary or anything. Now, this is the most controversial plushie, because no one knows if it's called Mangle, Toy Foxy, Funtime Foxy, or Night. No one knows if this is actually, like, Toy Foxy or Funtime Foxy. There's been a lot of jokes saying that the new Funtime Foxy, the one from Sister Location, is the imposter, or this one's an imposter. And I'm not going to dive into that right now because that is going to drive me up the walls insane dealing with all that. But seriously, I did have one of these before. Unfortunately, I accidentally cut it and I like really bad and I didn't know how to fix it, so I had to end up throwing it away. So rest in peace, my original one. But this one, it's so I can tell there's some differences because, like I said, I had an original one. For one, the material's softer. I can tell that for certain. And then you got the feet. Now I'm pretty sure they were a lighter gray than this gray, but I could be wrong. And the eyes, they're outlined, but they didn't have like, look, if you take a look right here, they have the same thing that the rock stars have, which is like a little piece of fabric sticking up around their eyes, and the eyes are too close. But it still got that little lip tongue thing, which I think looks kind of weird, because whenever you do it, every time you see it, you just want to do this like that and make it look like it's spluttering or something. Makes it look like it's sticking your tongue out, being like, you know, like it's making fun of you. And sometimes you just want to kick it so hard, like you want to kick Balloon Boy into pieces. Sorry about that. I was having PTSD flashbacks to FNAF 2 when I was up against that little turd Balloon Boy. I want to kick him and throw him in the trash compactor. Anyways, yes, this is. Like I said, these are my versions. In my opinion, if Funko did these tiny little details, they would have made them so much better. But then again, most plushies, they don't really emote anything. So I guess it makes sense why they didn't do Vanny's mouth. because if they made the smile, then it would break their cycle. Because none of their plushies like have an emote. Like, sure, the nightmares have sharp teeth, but they're not really like smiling or frowning or making weird faces. They're just like blank expressions. But I still think if they like change like some of the details of her Glamrock Chica, Roxanne, Glamrock Freddy, Montgomery Gator. Also, I noticed something. He has toes. Glamrock Freddy has toes, but I wasn't able to do that. Also, I realized I missed a bow tie. I'm going to make a bow tie for him. But seriously, Funko, I mean, seriously, like I said, there's only small changes. So you can look at this two ways. You can be positive and be like, oh, well, they got it close. Or be bad about like, they just missed these tiny things. Why didn't they just add them in? But overall, I'd say this is probably one of my favorite Funko waves. Because now I think I've got most of wave 1 of Funko. Because I already had a Freddy. Now I got Chica, Bonnie, Foxy. All I'm missing is Shadow Freddy and Golden Freddy, which I hope Funko adds to their website so we can buy those, because I really want a Shadow Freddy, a Golden Freddy, and maybe Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, Mangle, which the Mangle plushie, people can't decide whether it's Mangle or Nightmare Mangle, which is annoying. But I gotta admit, it's really, like, you look at this mess and you think, oh, this guy must have a giant shelf. Well, if you look at my shelves, if I were to show you my shelves, you would... let's just say my shelf situation isn't very good where I store my plushies, but seriously. But thank you for watching. Also, we are close to 150 subscribers. Now, I'm going to make a 2-year special because, like I said, like last year I couldn't make it because when YouTube were making the adjustments to the YouTube studio, it canceled out my ability to upload for some reason. But do not worry. This year I'm going to have to make up for it. I'm going to make up for it with a 2-year anniversary special. So look forward to that. Also, I want to see if we can hit 150 subs, like, before the end of the year. I want to see if we can do that. And I think this video is long enough, so if you like the video, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, leave a comment, and share your opinions. And if you never want to miss a video, again, hit the subscribe button, click save, click the little bell, click save on, send all notifications to me, and then click save, and then boom, you are in, you are a part of this family. Also, if we do get to 150 subscribers before the end of the year, on my, sometime, like in November, December, like whenever we get it, or this month, I say we're gonna come up with a name for all my subscribers. Like, some people have Nation or Army, so we're gonna do that. So without further ado, please help you guys have a pleasant day, and don't forget to look forward to the Halloween special. See you guys next time. Peace. Also, I got a third Vanny, because this, like I said, this thing is so stinking adorable, but I'm going to give you, this is actually for an OC, and I'll give you just watch out for that. I have a couple ideas, but if the idea I'm leaning towards gets put into actual film, let's just say things are about to get a whole lot weirder.